threads in her design. Once called monsters.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers.
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Your mind extends outward and grasps at nothing. In Ketheric's place, you feel an absence. No psionic power. No tadpole at all.
The goblins! They failed me. They failed us all.
You lying little...
And what would you do to those that have failed you?
They are put to death, obviously.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate punishment. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No!
Make her passing slow, Disciple Zorel. Be creative. Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Ha! Bye-bye, princess.
Kill the goblins, too.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake!
Not another word. In fact, not another breath from any of you.
Please! Help me!
Let's go see Zarel. And mind you don't slip in the goblin guts.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
From this seat, Ketheric defied gods and raised an army for the Absolute. It is not particularly comfortable.
Not sure it suits you. But that's probably a good thing.
None of this suits me. Just trying to keep our cover.
No feuding under this roof, true soul. We're all one under the Absolute. More's the pity.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zarel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient.
A child could have done it.
And what a fine child it would be. But you didn't come here to tear the wings off insects. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
You took pity on one of Shah's sorry little followers. Or was it genuine affection? Let's take a closer look. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
Show me the power she gave you.
Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
I live to serve. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, Disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
Of course. Understood. I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
The mausoleum. I didn't even think to look.
Moonrise Towers. Many druids and harpers died to take this place once, only for Ketheric Thorm to rule it once again.
Moonrise Towers. If this is indeed the very center of the Absolute schemes, then the source of our problem must be in here somewhere.
Well, what do you make of Ketheric Thorm, now we've seen him in the flesh?
He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
Please her. Right.
Hey, True Soul. What's the word? Armies gathered outside. The General giving us marching orders. Right you are, True Soul. Not questioning, just ready to serve is all.
I'm not sure I have the patience to speak to many more absolutists. What's that smell? Oh. Yep, this has to be Balthazar's room.
Useful for spying threats from afar, I suppose.
Still alive, so that's progress. Something over there.
That altar stinks like... Oh, of course. How creative.
With a flick of the wrist.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Carved into the bench's rotted surface are strange, half-faded sigils. A magic circle of some kind, thick with darkness and decay.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so... tainted.
Is it dangerous?
It's inert, if that's what you mean. It still reeks of the Shadow Weave, and its polluting magic will continue to escape for as long as it lies abandoned here. The sigils are written in a curious mix of tongues. Ancient Kalashite, Netherese, something else I can't quite make out. If I'm reading it correctly, it was used in the creation of moon lanterns. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mystra's eyes may be upon me. It should forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably.
Forget what Mystra wants. Think about yourself and what Lady Shah's power could do for you, Gale. Make the lantern. Spread her will.
Or how about you both let me deal with the circle?
Deal with it how? I hate to pull rank, but I was once Mystra's chosen. Destroying magic like this was my bread and butter. Oh, or did you wish to use it? I assure you, it's pointless. You'll have nothing more than a sore head and a very dissatisfied wizard to show for it.
Well, there's a reason you're Mystra's former chosen. So let me handle it.
Oh, charming. I hope the Shadow Weave was to blame for that little outburst of unwarranted discourtesy. If you think you know best, go right ahead.
The Shadow Weave is to blame for all of this. You know what? Craft the lantern, destroy it, I don't give a damn. Just shut up and do what you're gonna do.
Some room then, if you please.
Full rank. What a load of...
A long way from Waterdeep.
The circle's power remains, to be used or destroyed.
No time to rest.
If Mystra were here, I don't think she'd be best pleased with me for doing that. She was always rather fond of pixies. Still, I'm sensing no signs of any divine retribution incoming. Not quite sure what to make of that.
Don't look at me. I understand the will of the gods less every day. Or maybe that's just my faith waning, but... maybe it means you're free of her, Gale. You don't live by her doctrine anymore.
Certainly seems that way, doesn't it? And I suspect that suits her rather well for the time being. So long as I have her mission ahead of me, I suspect she'll not want to distract me with any undue moralizing. It may not be the most savory kind of magic, but it will taste sweet enough if it brings us to the heart of the Absolute in one piece.
There once was a time I might have fought you on that, but here we are. So if dark powers take us to the Absolute, so be it. And beyond it, I suppose. If Mystra's letting you choose these powers, then maybe you have a choice about the orb, too.
Quite the pair of legs you've got on you to make that kind of leap. No, Mystra wouldn't have issued an order like that if she was content for it to be ignored. She meant it. Perhaps so much so that she's willing to overlook transgressions like this. Now come. Best keep moving. We have many more shadows to face before we reach the heart of the Absolute.
Oh, joy. My dark goddess learned my purpose. When the wicked struggled, I struck them down. Wicked.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Very funny. Arse.
No one stopped me yet.
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar.
Poor thing. Here.
I do not know your face, but your scent. Selûnite magic. It used to fill these halls back when I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here?
To serve. Truly, I only want to stop the Absolute.
I protect my master. What becomes of his master, I care not. Pass, then, but I will be watching.
My scent seemed to trigger a memory in you. What was it?
Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The general once smelled that way when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember, but he brought me back. I will not fail him again.
Can someone please search this last room so we can leave?
Something over there. What are you hiding? Ketheric's wife loved him very deeply. No accounting for taste.
Nothing will stand in my way.
May the dice roll in my favor.
My darling daughter, when you were a little girl, I would often watch you play with your dolls and your cousins, and picture myself an enormous, opaque, silvery shield surrounding you, protecting you. I knew somehow, deep within myself, that no harm could ever befall you, because I would not let it. Though the healers say I may pass into the City of Judgment soon, know this, darling daughter. I am always around you, I am always with you, and the Moon Maiden will never allow you to bear a burden you cannot carry. I love you forever, a love that has no death.
Melodia Thorm, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
Heresy. Few recognize Shah as a goddess of creation or Selûne as a goddess of destruction. Yet both are true. The lesson is this: to put selfish comforts over the fate of existence is folly. For those who understand, the Lady of Loss is always listening. I bet she is.
We will cleanse you.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
The drow reaches out to you psychically, connecting with you for a moment. She is infected like you, and her mind is disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again.
What are you doing to her?
We are erasing her.
Stand aside. I'm taking charge here.
Yes, your authority is great. We can learn, watching you break what little remains of her mind.
Immediately, your mind is swept into a greater vortex. A psionic storm with Minthara at its center.
Cannot hide. Submit. Embrace.
Her torturers are not dominating her. They are destroying her mental defenses and exposing her to something else. The Absolute. Navigating the storm, you reach the nexus of her mind. It is a wound, bleeding raw emotion and shattered memories. But she senses your arrival.
So it is you who will end me. Make it swift, then. Anything to silence that thing. That voice.
I know, but I have a plan. Fake obedience, and the guards will leave without raising the alarm.
I would prefer to make these bastards bleed. But I trust that you speak from caution rather than cowardice. I will put my faith in you and pretend to be their slave.
Her mind fills with warmth, and she gently releases you.
Is it done? I did not feel her mind break.
Because I reshaped her. If it is breaking you desire, I can snap you like a twig.
No! My sister only meant to compliment your delicate work.
Indeed. Seems I have a bit to learn yet. We ought to return to our posts, sister. There'll be plenty more prisoners to practice on.
An ill thing to let an enemy show their back and live.
Seems to me it's backstabbing that got you where you are.
And look at you, right here with me. I suggest we leave silently.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do.
I think she serves rather well as my personal servant. Don't you?
The guard is happy to let you pass. Minthara is rather less happy about your choice of words.
Any one of them could be elevated to true soul.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords in a good day.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose. Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby?
Last light. It's hard to miss. It glows.
Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Let's go welcome our new ally.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind.
I'm sorry you went through that, but believe it or not, I am a cleric, so I can try to help you fix it.
The best cure is vengeance. For both of us. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them. Starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear.
Really? You'll join me in the battle, then?
Not only this battle, but all that come after. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least.
Why do you think I got you out of there? You're a victim of the cult. Of course I'll protect you.
The prism will protect me. You will fight alongside me and help me to get my vengeance. I knew you were different to other true souls when we met, but I could see nothing clearly. Now, thanks to the prism, the Absolute does not cloud my thoughts at all. I see that together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute.
I think he'll survive. Sleep well. We will venture forth together come morning.
I do not sleep unless I wish to. Until I feel safe among this company, I shall spend my nights planning for the fights to come.
Well, it was a figure of speech. I don't often sleep either. Gale. He deserves a time out.
Indeed. Ready when you are.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
I'm sorry. I can not take you seriously. What are you wearing? No, not interested.
A shame. He will be most disappointed, I fear.
It doesn't seem long ago that Minthara would have sought to kill us, and now we've welcomed her along. We're nothing if not magnanimous.
Well, it wasn't really her, but maybe still be on your guard.
I want to be clear. Letting Minthara tag along with us was your idea, so if you wake up with a dagger to your throat, that's on you.
Better a dagger at my throat than fangs, Astarion.
Excuse me? I would never. But fine. Take her if you wish. Just know I'll be resting with one eye open.
You would never? Astarion, you did. Did you forget that? Anyways, I actually think you two will get along. You want to come with us to the mausoleum?
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. I prefer to travel in smaller groups. It's more intimate.
I sense Halson's still hesitant to work with our new ally, so he can step aside.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
Speaking of...
You wish to consult me?
Yes, actually. I'd like to get all the information I can before we head out tomorrow. So, is Ketheric truly invulnerable?
I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind. And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face was a mask of blood. But he did not fall. He did not even falter. When we won the day, Ketheric's armor was bent and shattered, but his flesh was unmarked.
I suppose I just didn't want to believe what I saw earlier, but what chance do we have?
Every chance. Once he is stripped of his power, the necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric's chief advisor. One who has mastery over the dead may well be able to help the living cheated. He is usually in his laboratory, elbow deep in offal, or clinging to his master's side. If he left Moonrise, his mission must be urgent. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great general.
Yeah, I already did. I guess we'll just have to talk to him directly tomorrow. And, what about you? You're a paladin. What's the nature of your oath?
I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute.
It is a noble purpose.
It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation.
Well, no pressure. And, I know you haven't been here long, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts about our companions.
A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Everyone, really, but I guess I'm most concerned with how you'll get along with Will.
He is exceedingly self-righteous. Amusing, considering he bound himself to a devil.
I may have mentioned that to him a time or two before, but Will is a good man.
I will take your word for it. I only care that he is a good soldier, and he has not disappointed me on that front. I would rather be allied with a warlock than the spoiled son of a noble who has more experience with diplomats than devils.
Fair point. And, what do you make of Astarion?
He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave.
Are you worried he'll drink your blood? Because I forbade that.
No. He is well aware that I would exsanguinate him entirely if he flashed his fangs at me.
I have no doubt. But Astarion's no slave. He's free of Cazador.
Free? What purpose does he have that does not involve his master? He fears him, he hates him, he dreams of him, and he will either kill him or die trying. Astarion is no more free of Cazador than you or I are free of our tadpoles. He will only be free when Cazador is dead, and that is as it should be. When the time comes, we must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life, but the power that has sustained him as well.
Huh. I never really thought of it that way. And I might regret this last one, but I'm curious to hear what you think of Shadowheart.
She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous.
Oh, you... Sorry, that's not what I was expecting. I thought you might appreciate Sharan dogma.
The very concept of Sharan worship is self-indulgent. They would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought is of value, but it is not so. I have performed 1,000 interrogations, squeezing out the most guarded secrets held in heart, mind, and soul. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all.
You've, given me a lot to think about. Thank you. Are you two friends?
Best friends. It's nice to have company while you're gone all day.
Goblins had me in a cage, poked me with pointy sticks.
Hush now, it was just a nightmare. We're safe here with Mistress. He'll settle in. Give it a little time.
Did you call me Mistress just now?
I suppose I did. You've been good to us. To both of us. Gonwick would be happy I'm with you, I think.
Like it here. Warm fire. Scratch reminds me of Big Brother.
I like you both here too. Now you look after each other. That's what being a pack is all about, Cub. And maybe keep it down so people can rest.
We will.